Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik, we are going to discuss UPSC's means exam that was conducted in 2024. I'm going to discuss the essay topics from that paper. So guys, already on my YouTube channel, I have discussed the entire paper, all the 8 topics, their interpretation, and what was expected for you to write in those papers. Okay guys, and on my Darshanik platform, on my app, I have already launched my comprehensive essay and ethics courses, and in that guys, I have discussed a lot of different essay topics. So I have discussed how to write essay, and then I have discussed what to write, and what to write I have discussed 8-10 themes. And in this 2024 means essay paper, out of 8 topics that UPSC asked, okay, 3 were directly from those notes. Okay, with that ethics and essay course, you will be able to write very good essay. Okay, proper well structured essay along with very good or quality content. Okay, so in this class I am going to discuss one such essay that I discussed in my app classes, where I discussed the science based themes. And this year the one essay that UPSC asked was doubter is a man of science, or significance of rationality in scientific thought process. Simply we can interpret essay this way, that person should have rational critical mindset and its significance. So in this essay I am going to discuss with you how I will introduce, how I will structure main body, how I will write conclusion, and what main points that you should debate, that I will discuss with you in short. But on my app classes in science theme, okay, I have very detailed discussion of all different principles of science. So doubter, being skeptical, being a person with open mind, being a person with rationality is one principle of a science. There are many other principles like universality, objectivity, cause-effect relation, reproducibility of experiments, then validity, etc. So UPSC next time might ask essay on some other principle of science, and so this essay in detail, okay, I will be discussing significance of rationality, significance of universality, objectivity, etc. on my app classes. So you can check in detailed discussion there. Okay, but I have given link in description. You can download the app from there and register on the app. Okay, so in this, and also on my YouTube channel I have uploaded 23 ka essay paper. I will keep on uploading many more topics of 24 papers also. Okay, where you will get the basic idea about this interpretation and what was expected or supposed by you to write to get a good quality marks or make good quality essay. So in section A they asked 4 topics. So 4 topic was doubter is a true man of science, that I am going to discuss with you. And in section B also they have asked 4 essay topic. One was from technology side, that is social media is triggering fear of missing out. In my ethics lecture also guys, and in essay lectures I have discussed concept of eudaimonia, that is good life, moksha, sukhi samruddhi jivan, happy, contented, self-actualized lifestyle, and one essay was on that. There is no path to happiness, happiness is the path. Okay, then I also discussed little bit about empires of the future will be the empires of the mind. In my economics essay there was a topic that middle income trap, and if you want to get rid of middle income trap, how you need to make some policies where governments need to invest in high-tech industry, etc., and only those countries will manage to remain developed or become developed. Okay, and on that also, so indirectly overlapping essay was asked here, that empires of the mind. Okay, but then social media pe I have made lot of debate that regarding fear of missing out, etc. But while discussing this philosophical essay topics, okay, value, there was one theme that I discussed was human value system based essay, and there was one entire essay on Gandhian value. Okay, nearly all men stand adversity, but to test the character, give him a power. Okay, where significance of humility, compassion, being compassionate, and how humility once you have given a power, how you use that power with humility, and that defines your character. Okay, very thorough debate I had done on this, and even essay came on that aspect. Okay, and then cost of being wrong is less than cost of doing nothing. This essay I have discussed indirectly while discussing in ethics lecture the Socrates idea that unexamined life is not worth living, and one should keep on continuously try, and even if fail he should keep on trying. One should have dynamic adaptive personality. Okay, and in ethics lectures, when we discussed value system topic, where I have made comparison between Occidental and Oriental values, and there India ka one of the major problem, this Oriental value, that is fear of failure, while in America, Europe, the Occidental value that we have is a risk-taking mentality. They see failure as a stepping stone to success, and because of this fear of failure, many people, okay, do not try, do not take risks, and this cost of being wrong, okay, is more than the cost of doing nothing. Okay, so almost 3 essays came directly, and many other essays were also overlapping. I have given a lot of productive thoughts to the students that they can pull out and write a good essay. Now let's discuss this 4th essay topic from section A. The doubter is a true man of science. Now see guys, whenever I'm taking offline lectures, okay, whenever I connect my laptop, most of the students on screen see this my wallpaper. Almost many years I have this wallpaper on my laptop, that is question everything. And finally, after studying all these philosophical thoughts of different people, okay, one of the most classic idea, okay, that I came across is question everything. One should never take anything for granted, and that's what the scientific temper is all about. You should be having critical mindset, questioning everything. That's what even Bhagavad Gita mein Krishna was telling Arjun, don't blindly follow me. Okay, raise a question, I will answer those questions, and only when you get answer to all those questions and you trust fully me, then fight this battle. So even Bhagavad Gita was talking about the same idea, and that's what one of the important pillar of the science, that one should question everything. Okay, one should rationally examine everything, and we should not having blind belief system. And that's what they say is, that if you want to be a scientific man, you should be a doubter. You should not take things for granted. You should have extremely scientific, critical, inquisitive mindset, and with that only science can progress, science can make growth. And this idea was advocated even by Mahavira in his classic concept of Anekantvad, that reality is multifaceted, and one should acknowledge the limits of his knowledge. No one knows anything, no one knows everything, and so only once we acknowledge that, then we will go on searching more and more knowledge. And if you want to do that, we have to question everything. If you think I know everything, okay, then you will not be questioning anything, you will not be doubting anything, and then there will not be growth progress, okay, at an individual level or even at a scientific level. And that's what this essay was all about. Now in-depth discussion of this rationality and in significance of these rational thoughts, I will have with you on my app classes. But basically what this essay was all about, that I wanted to introduce. So guys, in this essay, how I will introduce. So introduction mein you should be establishing your essay. So in establishment guys, I will establish essay with any one example. I have given 2-3 examples here. So Einstein theory of relativity. So guys, Einstein question Newtonian physics paving the way for modern physics. Many people knew there were problems with the Newton's ideas, okay, of gravity. They can't explain a lot of phenomena. Even theory couldn't explain very basic doubts. Okay, and this Einstein continuously doubted this Newton's theory. Many people suggested him that your career will end if you go on spending your time in answering gravity or so on. Use your talent somewhere else. But Einstein persisted. He doubted. Okay, and he kept on questioning, and that gave to the world one of the awesome theory in the physics, the best explanation of the universe in the form of theory of relativity. So you can use any example that yes, when people doubted, okay, they led to big scientific progress. So now essay is about scientific man, then your story in introduction should be about scientific man. Don't write your own personal anecdote etc. That how you question something and it led to your growth and progress. Okay, it might be correct but may not be suitable. Same way you can talk about Copernican revolution, that before Copernicus, 2000 years almost, everyone was taking Aristotelian thoughts for granted. Okay, most of the Aristotle's ideas were taken for granted. No one questioned, established. Even this geocentric theory was being promoted. But then Copernicus showed how that world doesn't revolve around Earth. Okay, but completely explained the heliocentric theory, and it changed the all established assumption. For that, Copernicus was even executed or house arrested, and he had to ask to apologize, etc. But point is, Copernicus, okay, went on questioning all established assumption, and that revolutionized the future science. So Nicholas Copernicus doubted the geometric model of universe, leading to a paradigm shift in the astronomy that you can use. Then Galileo, you can use the example that while Galileo pointed, and now here I will, in introduction, I will try to make it more artistic, okay, more dramatical in my answer. So here you can use even Galileo's story, that when Galileo created his first telescope and pointed it to the towards the sky, no one knew that what revolution going to come in physics, but the knowledge that he got through that telescope, okay, was questioned the established assumptions, and he went on doubting those established assumptions, giving the world new theory, etc. So you can romanticize little bit, and so you can introduce, like with Galileo pointed newly invented telescope at the night sky and saw something that shook the very foundation of accepted knowledge. Okay, and then explain a little bit how he doubted that, how gave us the new ideas, okay, about the this new field in astronomy, etc. And that's how any story you can make, and while writing same story, just little bit romanticize it, okay, and then you will be writing quite a good introduction. Then after introduction, I tell you generally like the gist of the essay. So here in the gist, how I will write the gist. So here guys, first I will write what we understand by science. Okay, generally you should start your essay by defining the essay in the beginning. So from introduction, and as you start your main body, in 50-60 words after introduction, write the gist of the essay. And gist of the essay means that what you have written next 900,000 words, okay, give an outline of that in a paragraph format. So what outline? So this is my outline, but I will not be writing this in pointer, I will be writing in a paragraph. That in this essay, first we'll try to understand what do we mean by science or scientific man. Then we'll go on understanding, okay, what we mean or understand by doubter. Okay, we'll debate this term doubter, that all terms that were given in the essay, first you define them. Then we'll go on explaining or discussing why being a doubter, skeptical mind is main pillar of science. Okay, that is the core debate that you should start after definition. Then in the essay we'll go on defining the role of doubt in a science, that if people don't doubt, what problems it will create, and why doubting, questioning is very essential. Then we will go on discussing importance of doubt in modern science. Okay, some example of modern science I will use, that AI, etc. from their perspective, that if because we doubted some things, how it led to this modern sciences, and even when modern science is there, we should keep continuously questioning the modern science to create much better science. So what refutes science is the better science, not some half-baked opinion on YouTube, etc. And so Newton can get replaced with Einstein, maybe Einstein will get replaced with something much better, okay, but only when we critically doubt Einstein. Okay, do some productive doubting, not some pseudo-scientific doubts we shouldn't be raising the way many YouTubers raise. Yeah, you will find many religious people in some garden asking common people question about gravity and how their opinions are wrong, giving some hopeless opinions. Okay, if you are a religious person and you think your religion is so great, okay, and these scientists are wrong, then go and debate with some scientist. Go and debate with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, go and debate with Abdul Kalam kind of people. Go and debate with the ISRO chairmen and all those people, or those students who have done PhDs in astrophysics and astronomy, etc. Why you are going to a garden and making those YouTube videos, okay, asking some question to those common people who are not such a well aware about the depth of the science. So yes, doubting is necessary, but doubting should not be the hopeless doubting. It should be a well structured, meaningful doubting. So in the essay, we will also be discussing, so I will go on writing in paragraph, significance of rational skepticism. Okay, there should be rational skepticism, there should not be cynicism in your doubting. Okay, cynicism kind of doubting, pseudo-scientific doubting will not lead to better science, and so there should be rational skepticism. And then we will go on discussing how to inculcate this ability of critical inquisitive mindset. So in 60-70 words, I have given that in my essay, okay, what to expect. You have given total outline to the examiner. See, read this. Okay, this is what my essay is going to unfold. So first you are going to encounter definition of science, definition of doubter. Then you are going to encounter that significance of doubter in a science. And then you are going to encounter that why doubting is essential, and with some example from modern science. Okay, then as the examiner goes on checking, now he gets the idea in the beginning itself, that after that he has discussed that doubting should also be methodical, okay, properly structured, systematized, not some not filled with not filled with cynicism or pseudoscience. And at the same time, okay, in the essay, okay, he has discussed in the end written solution how to inculcate this inquisitive critical mindset in the society. So 70-80 words may give the gist, and now in main body then go on discussing under different subheadings, make these pointers as your subheadings and go on writing the this in detail. Okay, so now I won't be able to go in detail of all these pointers. In my app classes I have discussed all this in very much detail, significance of each and every word I have written. Okay, but here I am just going to give you the brief outline. So I will be beginning my essay main body. So front page pe 50-60 words mein introduction, 50-60 words mein gist. I have completed almost 120 word, 150 word of essay. Now in my app classes guys, I have discussed with lot of examples how to write gist. Okay, 1 or 2 hours I have discussed only about gist writing. 1 or 2 hours I have discussed only introduction. Okay, 1 or 2 hours I have discussed only how to write definition using all previous year UPSC essay topics. So you will get much better idea from those lectures how to write a gist. Then after gist, what we are going to do is okay, write the definition part. So first point in the keyword, whatever keywords are there in your essay topic, start defining them. So here 2 keywords are there, scientific man or science and doubter. So what is science? Science is guys, then you should write in brief about those, in short about those words, these key principles of science that define science. What is science? So science principle, universality and absolutism, objectivity and quantification, cause-effect relationship. Science don't believe in correlations. Then science believes in factual evidences. Science believes in experimental validation and reproducibility of experiments. There are no one-time phenomena in sciences. And then most important, the essay is all about this open-mindedness and skepticism. Scientists should have open mind to revalidate theory in light of new better evidences. There are some new better method of better doubts if someone has raised on your ideas. So you can define all these principles in detail. We will discuss this principle in our app classes. Then define who is a doubter. Okay, that is also core term. Who is a doubter? That what do you mean by the term doubter? So doubter means one who has a critical mindset, who takes nothing for granted, very like analyzes each and every argument, okay, through proper introspection. And in my ethics lecture, while discussing Socrates, I have discussed one method that Socrates gave to the world, a very good method that one should implement in all education system, that is cross-examination. And he has given a very methodological that proper method of how to cross-examine. So anyone comes up with any premise, any assumption, how to properly dissect, cross-examine that assumption, okay, till end. And if all this cross-examination method stands, then only taking that thing for granted. So inquisitive mindset. So what we understand by doubter? So first thing is inquisitive mindset. Then seeker of knowledge, not believer. One should be seeker of knowledge. In my ethics Bhagavad Gita lectures, I have discussed this in very much detail, that one should be a seeker of knowledge, not believer. Okay, one of the highest idea that Bhagavad Gita promotes, or one of the highest metaphysical concept of Bhagavad Gita is don't take anything for granted. In India, we even questioned gods. Then cross-examiner, unexamined life is not worth living. What Socrates, the idea that he gave, that you should be writing. Now guys, I have to discuss the essay outline, how you should be structuring and what high level qualitative thoughts you should be writing. And that's why I won't be able to explain each and every term. Okay, that will be there in the app classes. This is just for a promotional lecture, so I won't be going in detail. And if you don't know these terms, you can Google more about it, okay, or check it on my app classes. Then open mind with humility and flexibility, that you should have open mind to listen to others' viewpoint. In Marathi, we have one idiom, aikaवे janache karave manache. Okay, listen to the world, but do what your mind tells you to do. But you should do what your mind tells you to do ultimately. But before that, you should have a mindset to listen to the world. And who will have the mindset to listen to the world? One with humility, one with flexibility, one with open mind. Then willingness to abandon even their most cherished ideas. Okay, you should have willingness to abandon, okay, your most cherished ideas, that if someone is coming with better explanation, and this skepticism and openness to revision that scientists should have. Only when scientists have such a mindset, do not become adamant about their ideas, okay, then only, okay, he can be a true man of science, and it will lead to better and better science. Okay, so what replaces better science? Science is the better science, and that's why, okay, science only advances. Okay, so like in India, we advocated or across the world that our ancient Indians were very great people, they have such a great scientific knowledge, etc. See, science gets replaced by always better science. If ancient Indians knew space travel, then why 3000 years we were traveling on a bullock cart? Okay, science get replaced by better science. We had cycles, we have bikes, we have then Lamborghini Audi, and then we have bullet trains, and now we have spaceships, and now we are landing on the Mars. Science get replaced with the better science. And that's what, if you want that to happen, very important condition is being a doubter. Then along with being doubter, guys, okay, what we understand by doubter, then a doubter is a person who is objective and impartial. He takes things on merit. Nothing takes for granted without merit. Okay, so doubter prioritizes truth over a personal bias. Okay, he doesn't let his subjective opinion influence. He is extremely objective person, impartial, neutral person. Okay, and he has ability to refrain from own beliefs or preconceived notion in light of better knowledge. So one who gives on his preconceived notion means he is not subjective. In our ethics lectures, in meta ethics, we have discussed two debates: objectivism versus subjectivism, moral objectivism, moral subjectivism. And in essay classes, I have discussed this from scientific perspective, that humanities subject means there is a lot of subjectivity. Art, in art, okay, culture, literature, music, dance, drama, it's all subjective. But science doesn't work by subjectivity. It wants objective, merit-based, quantifiable opinions. And so, and only objective, impartial person can be a doubter. And same way, doubter means relentless pursuit of truth. Okay, so here, objectivity, impartiality, you should give Mendel's opinion on inheritance. Okay, and then I will discuss all these ideas there in the separate classes. I am just giving the outline here. So Mendel's opinion on inheritance and how he was objective person, which led to better knowledge, that I will discuss separately. Then relentless pursuit of truth, for example, like Marie Curie, who kept on experimenting with different elements, finally till she discovered the radioactivity. So person should have relentless pursuit for truth. What all matters to him is the truth, not his own ideas. Even his ideas are wrong, he should go for better ideas, and there should be, he should have ability to pursue truth. There was very awesome thought by I forgot the author's name, the statement that he gave, that never die for your beliefs because you might be wrong. Okay, so this idea that never die for your beliefs, you could be wrong, so look for a truth and keep on searching truth instead of whatever you read, some book written 1500 years back, and you consider that book contain all the knowledge. Okay, that will be very problematic thing. One should have this relentless mind to pursue truth. Then curiosity, okay, that is Einstein's and gravity's relation, that curiosity, okay, that lead to Newtonian physics get replaced by Einstein's ideas. And then law on uncertainty avoidance. In my ethics classes, we have discussed that law on uncertainty avoidance or dynamism as a very important aspect of a bureaucrat's personality. Okay, today what UPSC change syllabus for this one quality, okay, that they want bureaucrat who are adaptable, moldable, flexible, and that's what one such a person with open mind that they need, and that's what the doubter is all about, who is, okay, comfortable with uncertainty. Even uncertain things comes, he takes them with open mind, okay, revalidates his ideas and moves on. And that's what this law on being uncertainty avoidance. This is very important point. So such a high level thoughts, guys, you have to write. Okay, even in introduction, understand, you define science with such a good ideas, principles, then you are defining what is doubter. 100 word may definition of science, 100 word may definition of doubter. Okay, you will definitely get a very, very good marks, guys. Okay, for such a content. Instead of beating around bush and you writing something naive, this is UPSC essay, then keep the quality. There is so much of noise on YouTube, guys. So many people are uploading content just for views, very idiotic content. Okay, and then students get so confused about this. So just get rid of all this noise, only focus for quality content that will get you good mark. Run behind the content that is not easy, that is not sensational. Run behind content that will give you mark. okay, you will be able to write something productive and get a good marks. So basically this is what you should introduce, what you mean by the doubter. Then the core argument, okay, why skeptical mind is a main pillar of science. Okay, this is the core now. So 100 word में you 60 word में you introduce, 60-70 word में you wrote gist, 100 word में definition of science, 100 word में definition of doubter. So almost आपका 350 words essay, 300-350 word essay is finished. Next 200-300 words, the core idea you need to hit, relation between doubter and scientific man. And once you write that, then go into other aspects, other dimensions to get a extra marks. So next 200-300 words you should be debating this, okay, at a very high level. Then we should be hitting the core argument in the essay. So core argument was why skeptical mind is main pillar of science, okay, or role of doubt in science. Okay, so scientific method, guys, is built on structured doubt. Okay, so when you properly examine anything, obviously science is all about that examination, that we look at the world not as an ignorant person who takes everything for granted, okay, but we try to evaluate the world. And so when we evaluate, when we cross-examine properly in a structured way, then only it leads to the development of science. So scientific methods core pillar was this structured doubt. Then doubt leads to acts as a catalyst for inquiry, driving force behind discovery. If you don't doubt, then you will never investigate. If you don't investigate, it will never lead to discovery. Then constant questioning breaks scientific status quo. Only when you constantly examine, it will break status quo, it leads to scientific progress. So these arguments you need to write. Now I am giving you just pointers. You need to write 50-60 words on all those. And systematic inquiry fosters progress and promotes constant innovation. Okay, so systematic inquiry fosters progress. Okay, it leads to constant innovation. So that inquiry has to be properly systematic one. Then only it will lead to advancement in science. So you need to write 200 words at least on these 4-5 points in detail. Then you should go for importance of doubt in modern science. So just establish why doubt is necessary for a science, and then from modern perspective. Okay, so modern perspective, you can use this way of constructive doubt to explain your point. So for example, you can take help of climate change. You can link it with current affair. Okay, now this essay you won't be able to link with administration. You won't be able to link with India. Okay, but you should link it with current affair at least. So I have told in my app classes how to write essay. In that part, that you, whenever possible, you can write case study approach. How to write that I have explained. Or you should link your essay with administration, with current affair, or with India. So here administration, current affair, India is not possible. Current affair ke angle mein why doubting is necessary. So you can take example of climate change science. Okay, yeah, technological innovation. So climate change mein scientists have come up with some ideas regarding climate change. Okay, some doubt global warming is happening or not. Okay, so whatever their doubts are, okay, one should examine this climate change from their angle. Many scientists are coming up with different ideas. Okay, so all these ideas should be doubted and examined properly. Then we will have better understanding of climate change, how we can stop it. Then technological innovation, guys. So doubting the limitations of current technology resulting in advancements like internet, AI, space exploration. So even in technological sciences, guys, 50 years back someone would have said AI is impossible. But we, whatever existing technologies are, we doubted, we try to make it more advanced, and we have this AI, internet, space exploration, etc. Now 200 years back someone said I want to land on Mars. Okay, people would have laughed at him with his idea. Okay, but now it is the reality. And same way, so anti-science movements. Then for example, climate change denial often presents itself as a skepticism, but it is motivated by ideology. So there are a lot of anti-science movements also. So people come up with some anti-scientific thoughts. Okay, even some people believe in earth is not round or so on. Still there are flat earther believers. So many such people are there. Okay, so and whatever doubts there is, okay, we need to then take their doubts and analyze and solve and explain them, that how your doubts are wrong or so on. So importance of doubt in modern science is very like important. Even no scientist should say, even some pseudo scientific guy, okay, that your doubts are wrong or you shouldn't be raising them. He raises it, fine. We as a scientist, you should be explaining them and solving them. And that's why doubt is very core of the scientific progress. Then you should go on explaining, so 100-150 word में, that doubting is fine, but guys, okay, this doubting should be properly organized one. Okay, but usme there are few more points that you can write why skeptical mind is main pillar of science. So it is an integral part of scientific process. Hypothesis, validation, falsibility, testability. Now what all these points are, okay, falsibility, testability, that I will discuss separately in my app classes. I have already discussed there. So this doubting, guys, is the integral part of scientific process. Science begins with hypothesis, then scientist comes up with some data, he validates his hypothesis, then people put it to the test. They try to falsify the hypothesis, okay, and this falsibility and testability, finally then scientists will have to prove how his data is not false, and if it is false, then he has to accept their doubt and come up with new hypothesis, new experiment, new data, and that's how entire scientific process works. Then falsibility is a core concept in science, okay, and same way, okay, this testability, so it depends on doubt, and scientists must design experiments that can disprove their hypothesis. Now the scientist should make scope to people, for other people to raise a doubt on his hypothesis. If he is going wrong, okay, and people criticize how you are going wrong or how some other research proves him wrong, he should be accepting those doubts. And so falsibility and skepticism ensures that hypotheses are subjected to thorough testing and falsification. So only scientist with a skeptical mindset will allow his hypothesis to be falsified, verified, testified, and that leads to the advancement of science. Okay, then it leads to, guys, reliable, testable knowledge. Only through multiple doubts are raised, then whatever knowledge ultimately you reach is a reliable one. Okay, people will trust it more. Okay, and science will be able to increase faith of the people. Okay, you can't tell people that take vaccine for granted. You have to solve all their doubts, so people will trust vaccine and they will accept it. So doubt is very important. Then it leads to evidence-based knowledge, not just something is written in some book. Whatever by doubt, then you you solve those doubts and improve your experiment. Then it leads to evidence-based knowledge, and it protects science from pseudoscience and false claims. Okay, through doubting, guys, okay, it protects science from pseudoscientific. When you have made your theory, multiple people questioned it, doubted it, you solve that, then you create foolproof theory. So no pseudoscientific guy will be able to come and criticize your theory, and that then gives your theory more weightage, validity. So it protects science from pseudosciences and false claims, and doubt serves as a safeguard against the confirmation bias. So there is something called confirmation bias, where people like to confirm with their beliefs, ideas, and if someone doubts, okay, they will design experiment or design their ideas in a manner that what I am saying is right. They will not keep scope for doubts. Okay, but when you allow for doubts, you get rid of this major problem in scientific process, that is confirmation bias. Okay, people will get rid of this confirmation bias because of this rational way of inquiry. Okay, then after discussing these 300 words or so, okay, last 100 and 150 words may discuss that doubt can be raised but through rational skepticism. Proper using method. Okay, doubt raising should not be like cynical process. Okay, there should be well structured process. So there you talk about doubt and ethical responsibility. That if someone is doubting in scientific progress, he should be doing it ethically, morally, not just for sake of criticism. Okay, the kind of WhatsApp graduate do, or those trollers, etc. do. Okay, or just because like you have some hopeless argument to counter, that should not be, doubt should not be raised in that manner. Whatever you are doubting, it should be with ethical responsibility. You are telling people climate change is wrong, global warming is wrong. Okay, do you have, okay, proper data to doubt other scientists? Okay, then don't create or misguide other common people. Many people in COVID were saying, no, COVID is just a fluke, just a normal viral infection, etc. Don't take it seriously. Governments are doing this and that. Lot of misinformation got spread on WhatsApp, and many people died believing that. So you should raise a doubt in science, but with ethical, moral responsibility. Okay, so that's very important. So need to distinguish between constructive doubt and cynicism. Then there should be methodological inquiry, doubting in a balanced, productive way. Doubting should lead to some constructive argument, debate, okay, constructive criticism that will lead to advancement of science. And so ensuring skepticism drives deeper understanding rather than mere rejection of ideas. So your doubting should lead to better understanding of the theory. better understanding of science, not just to refute the idea. Okay, some open-ended doubting should not be there. It should be methodological, rational skepticism, not just okay any other kind of skepticism. And constructive productive debates, that preventing the spread of misinformation. There should be constructive productive debates. Okay, doubting should not lead to spread of misinformation. So these three four things you should discuss 150 words में in the end. That doubting, yes, is a main pillar of science, but it has to be structured, balanced, okay, constructive one. And then when you do this, guys, okay, this doubting in a proper method, by using proper method, rational skepticism, how it leads to, then what are the benefit of that? Then I told you it leads to trust in science. Okay, then whatever theory finally comes up after multiple people raise a doubt, obviously people will have more trust on it. So doubt should encourage trust in science, not to be used to encourage pseudoscience. And then doubt and ethical inquiry. Okay, so and doubting should be done with the ethical moral responsibility. So CRISPR technology, that gene editing technology you all must have heard about. CRISPR technology has raised significant ethical question about gene editing. So proper methodological inquiry into the safety, fairness, long-term impact of this technology is essential for responsible scientific progress. So CRISPR is very good, or can be a dangerous also. Gene editing we can do, but then when gene editing raises some issues regarding safety, fairness, long-term impacts, etc. One is raising doubt, then we should be allowing space for those doubts, take his doubts into consideration, and try to solve all these issues, okay, with ethical responsibility. So when doubt mixed with ethical responsibility, it will lead to much better development of technology, what Gandhi called science with humanity. Okay, it will not lead to some dangerous impacts. So doubting, rational skepticism mixed with ethical responsibility will lead to much better constructive productive doubting, which lead to more humanitarian technologies. So this you should debate a lot in detail, and then you go for a solution. Okay, solution में how to inculcate critical inquisitive mindset, that is very important. Okay, sir, yes, doubter is a man of science. Then how we can create more man of science by inculcating this ability of doubting, critical mindset, inquisitive mindset. How to create that? For that you have to check out my ethics lectures. In ethics lecture you have attitude chapter. I have given there 13 theories of attitude formation. I have discussed 2 charts about where we learn ethics from, morality from, values from, attitude from. Okay, where we learn this even scientific mindset is one value system. So where we learn this critical inquisitive value system, you can use those 2 charts, some theories of attitude formation, value formation, okay, role of socializing agent, etc. and write 150 words में how to inculcate this critical inquisitive mindset. And after that, guys, so attitude and value system formation topic of ethics paper, you can use it here. Okay, that will be of great help. And 2 socializing agent charts that I have discussed in those app classes, even I have discussed them in essay classes. And there I have told you those 2 charts, okay, are lifeline of UPSC. They are very useful in essay, they are useful in all GS topics, they are also useful in ethics paper, all GS paper, and you should be using those 2 charts, okay, in introduction, in definition part, in main body part, in solution, wherever possible. So in my lectures on my app, how to write essay, there in main body I have discussed how you can write multidimensional essay, horizontal essay, not vertical essay, using those 2 charts. So check out those lectures, and once you understand, and I have given a lot of examples of how to use that chart, you will get a very good idea, and you will understand how to use those 2 charts in solution, okay, or even in main body. So use those 2 charts, out of that pull some data and some value formation, attitude system, attitude formation theories, 8-10 theories or pointers from that chart you write 150 words में best solution, how to create critical inquisitive mindset. And then, guys, you can conclude. Now generally I have given you a lot of examples in those app classes how you can conclude with optimism, how you can conclude with along with optimism you can conclude with this summarization technique, okay, and this summarization conclusion, general basic 2 ways that you should conclude your essay with. So here I will conclude with summarization, that why doubting is a very necessary process of a scientific inquiry. So whatever I have discussed 1000 words may, I will conclude that in summarization. So this is one way I can conclude this essay, that essence of scientific progress lies in doubt. Rather than accepting established truths, true man of science dares to question, knowing that doubt is not weakness but the key to unlocking greater understanding. So I'm just saying, yes, this essay is right. Doubter is man of science. I have discussed this. Okay, and doubting is not weakness of mind, but rather when we allow scope for doubt, or you allow other people's doubts on your theory hypothesis, it lead to better development of scientific theory. So essence of scientific progress lies in doubt rather than accepting established truths. And true man of science dares to question. Okay, true man of science allows getting questioned, and this is not a weakness but the key to unlock greater, deeper, better understanding of science. And this is how you can conclude, or okay, you can conclude through some optimism that if everyone starts doubting, how it will lead to more advanced science and how we will be able to create better world. So that way, how it will enhance scientific progress, that way also you can conclude. So this also one way I will conclude. I have given short conclusion, you can elaborate on it. So critical examination of established ideas can lead to innovation, progress and deeper understanding of reality. So critical examination of these established ideas will lead to innovation, progress, deeper understanding of reality, and acceleration of scientific progress and innovation. And this will also reduce dogma and reduction of intellectual stagnation. People will get rid of superstition, etc. It will lead to remove intellectual status quo, will reduce dogma, blind belief system, and science will progress, and there will be more innovation, more discoveries, and this lead to more better, deeper understanding of the reality, that what science wants to study, the reality around us. So this is how, guys, you have to then conclude this essay. So I have given you a basic framework and very good quality points, and with this, if you write your essay, guys, definitely you will get very good marks. Okay, but this was just an overview. I will upload overview of few more topics also. But if you want to understand all this concept, if you are art student, okay, humanities background student, then you should enroll for my app classes. Link is given below in the description, and there I have discussed 8-9 themes where you, by studying them, you will be in very good position to write answer. So I hope you like this video. So do like, subscribe my video and share with your friends and help me grow. So thanks for listening, guys, and stay tuned.